Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about portable refrigerators versus portable coolers and which one is the best for you. So let's get started. Okay, so first things first, what's the big difference between these two? Well, a cooler, for instance, is just an insulated box. That's really all it is. It's very lightweight, which makes it nice to carry around when it's empty. When a portable refrigerator is a self-contained refrigerator. It has its own compressor, and so that way it does not require ice. But when empty, it still does weigh, upwards of 35 to 40 pounds. Now, which one of these items is best fit for you? Let's go ahead and go over the pros and cons of each. First, let's go over the portable refrigerator. This one is the ICECO JP30 Pro, so it has some added features that a cooler would not. And the biggest thing about these portable refrigerators is the fact that you do not need any ice. Now, that can be a game changer for a lot of people that are going to go out for a week at a time without any thought of going back into civilization. Another great feature about portable refrigerators is that you can adjust the temperature inside. It can be adjusted from, I want to say 50 degrees or 60 degrees Fahrenheit all the way down to 0. And that makes it so this can be a refrigerator or a freezer. So if you're wanting to have frozen meats or if your kids want to have popsicles or something like that on those hot summer days, this will accommodate that perfectly. And those pros that I just spoke about, they are huge ones. The option of not needing ice, I think, is really the game changer. But being able to have it as a refrigerator or a freezer, and there are actual variations of this that actually you can put dual compartments. So it can be a refrigerator on one side and a freezer on the other. And then also the added benefits of something that is powered by electricity is that it has built-in lights. So when you're wanting to get into your portable refrigerator at night, you don't have to worry about grabbing a flashlight to see what you're trying to find. Now let's talk about the pros of just having a cooler. Now, first of all, this is light when it comes to the weight. It only weighs probably about 3 pounds compared to a portable refrigerator, which can weigh between 35 and 40 pounds. So when it comes to moving this in and out of your vehicle, it just makes it a little bit easier. Also, with an ordinary cooler, you do not need electricity. So you never have to worry about being near a power source if you have a cooler. All right, now let's talk about the cons of each one of these. A few of the biggest cons that I've heard about these portable refrigerators are, first of all, the price. Second of all, you need a power source. And third of all, you get diminished capacity due to there being a compressor. So that uses up a lot of the room inside. And I kind of want to tell you my take on those cons, which I don't really think are cons if you're comparing it to just a cooler. Now first, let's talk about the price. I know that the initial investment of a portable refrigerator is pretty high. For this model right here, you're looking at upwards of $500. And you also have to have a power source. Now, for a lot of people, your power source will be the 12-volt plug in your camper van or your RV, something like that. Or you can also get a portable power station that this can plug into, because these actually only use 40 or 50 watts when cooling down. So you can get a pretty small power station and have this run over the weekend, which again is another cost. Second of all, the need for electricity. Unless you're going backpacking or something like that, you're probably going to have some source of electricity in your vicinity. If you're just going to go camping out for the weekend, you're going to have your vehicle. If you're going to go for a more extended amount of time, you'll probably have your vehicle, and you'll probably have another source like a power station and some solar panels to be able to power that item up. Because these portable refrigerators are, in my opinion, really geared for the people that will go on a week-long camping adventure kind of deal. They'll stay out for a week, even though, for the weekend warrior, this can work just fine. And then the last thing is the the capacity diminishment. Now, think about it. When you first open these, they're both empty. And yes, the cooler does look like it has a lot more space. But think about what you're putting in there. The biggest thing you're putting in a cooler is ice. To keep this thing cold for 2 to 3 days without needing to constantly refill the ice is, I believe you need 26 pounds. Now, that takes up, that could take up a half to 2/3 of the capacity of your cooler. When this, you don't need any ice. You plug it in, it cools off, and then you put your stuff in and you're ready. You never have to worry about refilling ice, and you never have to worry about wondering if you have enough ice in there to cool everything off that you plan on putting in. All right, and the cons about a cooler. First of all, like I said before, the initial weight is only like about 3 pounds. But once you load it up with all your items and your 25 pounds of ice, you're looking at a 10-pound difference of weight between a fully loaded cooler and a portable refrigerator. The second con about a cooler is the constant refillment of ice. Now, if you're only going to go out for the night, a cooler is perfect because you can just fill it with ice, you can chill whatever you like, it will last the night and the next day, and you should be just fine. If you're planning on going out for like a week, you're going to have to plan on multiple trips to get bags of ice to keep your items cold. And another thing about a cooler is you put ice in there and that's the temperature. That's it. You're looking at whatever that ice can keep the temperature at. So the more ice you have, the colder it will be. But as it melts down, your items will slowly rise up in temperature. And if you're going to keep meat in here, that can get kind of dangerous if you're talking about multiple days. Because you do not want your meat being over 40 degrees ever, because that's when bacteria starts forming and you can get sick from it. And I do know that I said that the big con is the initial investment of a refrigerator, but in a cooler, your price is going to be going up over time instead. This cooler right here, I think it probably cost me $70 when I bought it. But how many bags of ice have I used to fill this every single time I wanted to use it? And and the price of ice is just gonna keep going up. I mean, the price of electricity goes up also, but if you're powering that with a solar panel, the price won't go up once that initial investment is done. Let's just say, for example, if you have a cooler and you go out like 20 times a year, let's just say, and you're spending $10 on ice every time you go out, in 1 year, you're spent already $200. Now, if you do that for, let's just say 3 years, you've already paid for the price of a portable refrigerator. It's just extended over time. Okay, so I hope this video helps you out a little bit on which one you should really consider when either purchasing your first cooler or if you're thinking about getting a portable refrigerator. The initial cost is high. Diminished capacity? Not really, because you got to fill that guy with ice and you have to keep the ice in there to keep everything cold. And there's no adjusting the temperature. With this guy, you can adjust the temperature from a refrigerator all the way down to a freezer. With this one, no electricity. You don't have to worry about that at all. This one, you do need electricity, but you'd be surprised where you can find that electricity from. If you're driving to the place that you're going to be camping at, there's your electricity right there. And also, portable power stations are just getting down in price. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any questions about portable refrigerators like this ICECO or portable coolers, please go ahead and leave them in the comments. I'll have a link to this ICECO and something similar to this cooler, since I've had it for 15 years, in the description. Again, thank you so much and have a great day. Bye-bye.